Yeah,
Hello, my name is Jayden Hill and welcome to the HFL Stats Wrap. Thanks to C&J Painting, the Stats Wrap helps paint the picture of what has occurred and what is unfolding in Hills football through the numbers as we crunch the data and break it all down. Well, what a weekend of Division 1 football it was, and well, ladder leaders Onkaparinga Valley made a statement in the top of the table clash at Bahana, defeating Blackwood 17-14, 116 to 6-10-46. Jake Adcock booted 6 goals, so the result actually means Blackwood have slid down from second to the ladder to fifth on the ladder, which is interesting. In other results, Lobethal edged out Nan Bremer in the closest match of the round, 10-14, 64 to 9-7, 61. Mitch Carter kicked 4 snags and now leads the competition with 25 majors this season. So good start by Mitch. Mount Lofty recorded the biggest win of the round, defeating Mount Barker 26-21, 177 to 4-3-27, handing the Roos their fourth loss by over 100 points this season. Harry Weeks starred for the Devils with 5 goals, 23 disposals and 6 contested marks, if you don't mind, in a dominant performance, with Mount Lofty now in second position. Harndorf rounded out the weekend's fixtures with a 16-15, 111 to 9-9-63 victory over Uradla. Riley Clamp, in his second game back, he snagged 7 majors, which is his second best goal tally for Harndorf since joining the Magpies. So well done to Riley. And now, as always, we'll get into the leading disposal winners from Division 1 from round 6. And well, a pair of 2022 State Reserves Premiership teammates have topped the disposal count this week, with the Uradla's Adam Trenorden outstanding in the loss with 36 disposals, while Mount Lofty midfielder Tyson Honan and reigning male medalist collected 34 disposals as well in a great performance, and those names we'll definitely mention further on in the show. Connor Bristow, who got most effective earlier in the season from Lobethal, he rounded out the top 3 disposal winners with 31 disposals against Nan Bremer on the weekend. Kai Tucker from Mount Lofty and Brad Jeffries, who got most effective on the weekend, both had 30 disposals, while Sam Green from the Dogs had 29, along with Zach Venning from Blackwood in the same match. Mitchell Jenkins collected 27 disposals, and Will Spain, we saw firsthand, had 26 disposals and had 13 tackles as well. So a great all-round performance by him. Looking at the overall disposal leaders for the season, Brad Jeffries continues to lead the competition with 160 disposals. Samuel Kendall from Mount Barker with 155, whilst James Dutton, who also played a great game on the weekend, he is on 155 disposals as well, and Jared Lyons is on 147 from Harndorf. Jayden Noonan and Adam Trenorden both have calculated 143 disposals this season. Now to the clearance numbers for round 6. And it was a massive performance by Tyson Hone, like I mentioned earlier. He led all players with 15 clearances, if you don't mind. Frank Timpano followed with 10 clearances, and also past Harndorf skipper Sam Williams and Blackwood's Michael Thompson had 7 clearances, along with Jake Aish and Lobethal Premiership duo James Braywood and Mitchell Jenkins. So they all had 7 clearances. And also, Jayden Noonan, Nicholas Amado each finished with 6 clearances as well. Just looking at the overall clearance leaders for this season, so 2023 male medalist Brock Knott leads that tally with 44 clearances this year. Jake Aish, like I mentioned, he sits next with 41 clearances. He actually had 14 tackles on the weekend as well. And Jackson Fairman, he's worked his way to 36 clearances, which rounds out the top 3 clearance winners this season. And Tyson Hone, Adam Trenorden and Nance Eliza Ruperchick all have had 35 clearances this season. So we'll also go to some team numbers now. And Mount Lofty, well, they dominated the clearance count team-wise, didn't they? 47 clearances. Onkaparinga Valley had 38 clearances against Blackwood. And Nan Bremer, interestingly, despite not winning the match, they actually had more clearances than Lobethal with 38. Uradla also finished with more clearances than Harndorf by 1, so winning the clearance count 36-35. When it came to ball use, Mount Lofty again led the way with outstanding 71% disposal efficiency, and finished the game with 376 disposals, 157 more than its opponent. Lowthal weren't far behind with a disposal efficiency with 70.6% disposal efficiency this week, while Onkaparinga Valley also impressed with 69.5% disposal efficiency against the Woods. Across the season so far, Uradla have accumulated the most clearances in the competition with 224, just ahead of Nan with 221, while Onkaparinga Valley, a good all-round side at the moment, sits next best with 202 clearances for the year. And speaking of Onkaparinga Valley, they've set the benchmark for effective ball movement, averaging the most effective disposals per game, and well, we saw it firsthand on Saturday, didn't we, with 218 average per game, and then Harndall ranked second with 200.2, and Lowthal average 187.5 effective disposals per week. Defensively, Nan, a bit of a standout in this defensive stat here. They actually averaged a league high spoils in the competition, so 20.7 spoils they average per game, which is quite a remarkable stat there. Harndorf close behind that, averaged 19.7 spoils per game, and well, Onkaparinga Valley, they average 16 spoils per match. So that's the stats there from the week that was, and also rounding out some of the leading stats winners and also the leading winners when it comes to team stats. And so we'll look ahead to this weekend's fixtures. Blackwood welcome Lobethal. Nan Bremer host Mount Barker. Mount Lofty take on Harndorf at Heathfield Oval. That should be a cracking match. While Uradla also host Onkaparinga Valley, which will be a cracking match as well. Well, stay tuned. There is more Stats Wrap coming up right after the break.
The Call of the Wild would like to sincerely thank the following local businesses for their support. Call of the Wild's premier partners for 2026. Harcourt's Adelaide Hills. Adelaide Hills' leading real estate agency has the very best people in the industry. Your Adelaide Hills property specialists. Mount Barker Ford, proud to be your local Ford dealer in Totnes. Major partners. Lowe's Meat Co. Roasted. They can cook your meats for your dinner party or your weekly Sunday roast dinner. Australian Paving Centre. Easy as APC. Providing premium quality home landscaping and improvement, materials sure to fit both your budget and style. South Coast Insurance, a local insurance broker with offices in Mount Barker and Victor Harbour, committed to providing personalised and straightforward insurance solutions. Little Hampton Landscape and Firewood, offering a wide selection of quality Adelaide Hills firewood and landscape supplies for your home or worksite. Call of the Wild official partners for 2026. Lobethal Hotel, your local family-owned hotel and bottle shop in the Adelaide Hills. Lancaster's Property Services, delivering complete residential and commercial property maintenance and trade solutions in the Adelaide Hills and metro areas. Simply Shutters and Shades, inspiring people to create fun and functional spaces which bring people together. Explorer Caravan Sales, family-owned Adelaide-based caravan retailer, 40 years of experience and insights in the caravan industry. C&J Painting, Dulux accredited, locally owned and operated small family business recognised for quality and reliability. Call of the Wild would also like to thank our supporting partners for 2026. Frontline Construction Recruitment SA, Francisco's Pizza, Guttervac, Kiwanis Charity Bookshop, Woodside News Agency, Twist and Top, 24 Fit, Bespoke Air Solutions, Adelaide Wine Barrels, Lock Around the Clock Locksmiths, Direct Flooring Solutions. Their assistance is greatly appreciated towards the coverage and promotion of community football in the Adelaide Hills.
Hello and welcome back to the Stats Wrap. It's all about the country division now, and we'll go through last weekend's result. So Bridgewater defeated Kersbrook 26-10, 166 to 10-9-69, handing Kersbrook just their second loss of the year. The Raiders piled on 14 goals in the first half, if you don't mind, with past Fremantle player Alex Forster starring with 9 majors, while teammate Nicholas Dinham added 8 majors. Bridgewater's score of 166 and their winning margin of 97 points is actually their best margin and their best score against Kersbrook since my 2010 records. Macclesfield defeated Birdwood 8-9-57 to 4-17-41, with the Blood and Tars now in top spot. Kangarilla produced a dominant performance, defeating Torrens Valley 30-26, 206 to 106. High-flying Jayden Scott, who's actually in the Interleague squad, bit of a sneak peek there, he kicked 8 goals. Michael Ross added 6, and Kai Dean finished with 5 for Kangarilla. Meadows were able to get over the line in a close contest, defeating Echunga 9-11-65 to 8-8-56. Looking at some key stats from that Meadows and Echunga game, Echunga had 7 more inside 50s in the first quarter, leading that stat 16-9. However, Meadows responded in the second term and it actually backflipped. So Meadows had 7 more inside 50s in the second term, 14-7. Meadows had 6 more inside 50s in the final quarter, which reflected on the scoreboard, kicking 3 goals to 1, securing the win late. Overall, Echunga finished with just 3 more inside 50s across the 4 quarters. Echunga also won the stoppage count, 34-27. However, Meadows was really good with their pressure. They laid 6 more tackles. Now let's look at some of the standout performers so far this season. The players consistently featuring in the best each week. So Jack Mazuris from Kersbrook has been named among the best players in 7 of the Brookers' 8 games this season, while Brett Ansell from Burwood has kicked 12 goals as well this year, but he's been in the best 6 times. Echunga recruit Ruffin Scarf continues to impress in his first season with the Demons, earning best on ground honours again on the weekend, and is featured in the best players 6 times this year. And Gumracker's Jack Parker, he's a consistent performer. He's also been named in the best on 6 occasions. So well done to those players. Now looking at the country division goal kicking leaderboard now, and Kersbrook's Brad Inglis remains in the clear, sort of a clear leader with 43 majors. Alex Forster, like I said, he had a big game on the weekend. He surged into second place with 39 goals after booting 27 across the last 3 games. While Blake Carter sits on 34, the premiership forward from Macclesfield, after his 7-goal haul in round 6 against Echunga. Speaking of Echunga's Tyler Searle is next on the tally with 31 goals after another 4 on the weekend against Meadows. Well, Nicholas Dinham rounds out the top 5 with 27 goals, including 15, if you don't mind, across the past 2 rounds. Now, looking ahead to this weekend's fixtures, Kangarilla host Macclesfield in a grand final rematch with a Call of the Wild team, including myself, Ben Goldfinch, Jeff Pistola, and special guest, the President, Travis Lynn, will be joining us for special comments. So that will be great. So that should be a cracking contest between some old rivals there. The other matches include Echunga welcoming Bridgewater, and the Raiders are chasing their first win at Echunga since round 16, 2021. Obviously, the last time that happened was in that Division 1. Gumracker hosts Torrens Valley, with both sides still searching for their first win of the season, while Meadows take on Birdwood. So there you go. Well, that concludes the Stats Wrap. I hope you've enjoyed the show, and thanks for your company, and hope everyone enjoys the footy this weekend.